So I put together this video for all of you who need weapons immediately, who don't have time to join a martial arts gym, to spend time day in and day out like most of us who are into martial arts, training specific moves over and over for muscle reaction. So I want to share with you 5 moves that you have on you right now. This large truck comes in my video. 5 weapons that you have right now are going to be your slap, a cup slap, a hammer fist, an elbow. If you can bend your leg, you have a knee and a push kick. And I'm going to show you how these weapons can be amazingly effective. You could spare your little lady fingers and your nails in the meantime by not throwing a punch, but throwing these other strikes as an option. Before you ever think of throwing a punch, remember that you have weapons that aren't as fragile and you won't be as compromised if you do throw these first. First of all is a slap, open hand slap, cupping your hand, aiming for the ear to pop the eardrum is a good target, a hammer fist. This pad of your fist hitting your target is way more safe for you as the person defending yourself. There's no wonder why they wear gloves in boxing, and even in MMA they give them a little bit of gloves because their fingers will break very easily. As with a hammer fist, you have more of a chance of not breaking your hand and a larger surface too to be hitting with, and there's a nice pad for yourself, but the power is still there behind. So what I like to do is fold it in, and almost as if you're gonna skip a rock across the water, just throw that hammer fist. The open slap, you wanna go for a nice pop and a nice clap. These can be done from positions of defending yourself or fainting defense. No, please don't. Bang, and a surprise hit, okay? So this comes good from when your hands are up and you're defending yourself, and you throw it from there. So you're fainting, pop, okay? There's also elbows. If anyone can bend their arm, your elbow is exposed, and this here is a good weapon. Way more damaging and way more effective than a punch that could potentially miss. Your elbows, if you're in close range, boom, we have elbows right there. Boom, boom. Elbows all day. And it's no wonder in the UFC why elbows do the most damage in the ground and pound, or even standing. Elbows are a very dangerous weapon. You can throw an elbow from the top, you can throw an elbow from the side, you can turn around, if someone's trying to grab you, you can turn around and throw an elbow. You can throw an elbow while you're on your back, up. You can be over someone and throw an elbow down. Elbows can be 360, coming from anywhere. We also have weapons on the lower body, which instead of just throwing a karate style kick for your legs, we have the knee. So if you can bend your leg, you can expose your knee and throw a knee. Grabbing a person a knee, throwing a knee from a distance, throwing a knee while you're jumping. Knee. Grab knee, hold them into your knee, grab their head, hold them in, boom. If they're holding you, make space, knee. If you're close, one leg back, drop back, knee. And the last one is a push kick. So instead of throwing a kick sideways, push kick, push out, stab with the heel of your foot, like if you're wearing a high heel, stab, stab, boom, push kick, push away, boom, step through the door, kick the door open, boom. You can push kick the stomach, you can push kick lower on the kneecap, you can push kick in the chest, and if you're really flexible, you can push kick in the face. Just sneak right up the middle, boom. Push kick in the face. Otherwise, push kick in the groin. Up kick in the groin, sure. Flex your toes, boom. Push kick in the groin, boom. And then of course you can combine. Push kick, they keep coming, knee, they keep coming, boom. So as they close the distance, you can pull back what you do. Push kick to start with, knee, elbow, hammer fist, slap. Push kick, knee, elbow, hammer fist, slap. And then of course, repeating. Distraction. Hammer fist, repeats. Side of the head, back of the head, side of the face, front of the face, the nose, the eyes, elbows. Boom, 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 boom. Push kick, push kick, push kick. Before you ever think of punching with your hands, remember elbow, hammer fist, slap, push kick, knee. The rest of this video is on how to do these moves a little bit more in depth. So for the slap, you want to be aiming for the eardrum. You want to pop the eardrum ideally. A good way to practice is to post your hand out and find your range and throw that backhand. Otherwise, just engage the shoulders, support your shoulders so you're not throwing your shoulder out of the socket, and that the whip is at the end of your slap. The hammer fist. Pound on your hand a few times and get that feeling. It's kind of like an ice pick driving into the ice. Again, check your range, palms out, cock your hand back, and hammer fist away. So I like to do it from my hands up, and we should be pairing with our voice here. My audio is bad on this in the gym here, so that's why I'm not saying anything, but we should be saying no, no, go away, pairing our voice and our boundaries we're putting out there with our voice, and they keep coming and they're gonna pay for it. They're gonna get one hammer fist and of course repeater hammer fist until they stop. You never give up, you keep on going. For the elbow, it's really important, if it's not too confusing, to keep your other hand up. If you can throw an elbow, you can get elbowed. That's kind of the way we look at it. So turn that arm down, horizontal, slice through with the elbow, the pointy part of your elbow. If you have someone else you can drill with, you guys can put your palm out there and let them slice through your palm gently, of course. And then once you have a bag or something you can actually train on, you start off slow and you build the power behind it. Making sure one hand is right at your eyes, and you don't want to block your own vision. You want your hand up, protecting your face, being a guard, but your vision, your line of sight, or your sight line I should say, is not being blocked by your own hand. And you don't want to just close your eyes either. You want to try to keep your eye on the target. And if someone's grabbing you, without fail and without a doubt, just start throwing elbows, especially if they're behind you and you turn around. It's such a powerful, powerful strike. Okay, so here I'm on the bag. If you have a bag, practice it, stepping in close. And that's the trick with the elbows, is we're already close and we're getting closer. So we're close, they're in our space, and we cannot have long arms, so we have short arms and short, dangerous arms. So throw those elbows. You step close with your front leg every time. You're close and you get closer. Whether it's your back arm you're throwing or your lead arm that you're throwing, step in with that front foot, get in closer, and drop that elbow. Again, practicing keeping one hand up in a guard, one hand out. Here I'm throwing a down elbow, so you're kind of coming up and striking downward. These are just so devastating. I mean, you can only imagine looking at this, and even if you practice with someone and they're not being gentle, you'll learn real quick that that's not cool. This one is kind of a push elbow where you just bend your elbow and shove it right in their face, pushing forward, pushing forward. And get those feet behind that. Here I'm doing a spin elbow. Basically, all you do is step one foot across the other and halfway turn around. Bang. These take time and practice, finding your range, finding your target. So don't get frustrated if you're completely missing. Just keep practicing. But without fail, if someone's grabbing you, and multiple people even are grabbing you, you just start turning around. This one I'm doing is if someone's walking up to surprise me. Bang. Just throwing kind of a diagonal elbow. Boom. As a reaction to someone tapping me on the shoulder, someone grabbing me. I'm just reacting right into the bag. Boom. And you'll be able to feel if you're too close, too far. Just work with it, of course, and get out. Okay, so this is just a little prep to throwing a knee. I'm stepping onto my front foot and pulling my heel to my butt, pointing that knee, closing my knee joint so that my knee is solid like a spear. And this one, I'm just walking into it. So my back foot walks past my front foot. I pull my foot up and I just go back to my stance. This here, working on balance, working on having a sharp pointed knee, a good spear. And also with knees, you always want to be thinking of pulling someone into your knee. So you're stepping, I'm reaching up to someone taller than me, bringing them down. Bring them into my knee. And to do the back leg, I walk past my front leg and drive that knee forward, reverse, drive that knee forward. Boom. To get there quicker, you can hop or skip step. Skip that foot behind. Skip that foot behind, drive that knee forward. Here on the bag, same thing. I'm throwing one foot back and driving that knee forward. Point my toes down, close my kneecap. Again, assuming we're close. That's why I'm holding onto the bag. Assuming someone is close and grabbing me, holding my upper body still, my legs go back, and my knee drives forward. And with all of this, you can double up. You can do multiple knees. You can just do non-stop knees. These people also have feet. You can throw in a foot stomp right there. Knee, foot stomp, knee their face when they bend over because you're breaking them down. So even though someone's close to you, crowding your space, making you feel like you can't move, don't forget, if they got your upper body, your lower body is free. Throw those knees and don't stop. And I'll tell you, if you can throw a knee into someone's stomach or solar plexus or liver, they're really damaging. I even was kneed by somebody my size and I had to sit down because it just took everything out of me. So I'm sure if you go and throw knees as hard as you can into someone's midsection, they're going to pay for it. For the push kicks, how to learn to do them, I'd have a whole video on your legs being a weapon, and I want you to go and watch it and do the whole workout when you have time. I'll put a link up here in the corner. And of course, thank you for watching. Don't forget, after you do your strikes, you get out of there as soon as possible. If they're not letting you go and not leaving you alone, you don't stop at all costs. You use your voice, you use your weapons, and you go hammer, you go bananas until you get free. You don't ever give up and you don't stop until you are home safe and sound. Be safe, everyone. If you like this video, if you found it helpful, please subscribe, please share. Thanks for watching.